I just talked for like 20 minutes, and then I just now realized I wasn't recording. Anyway, there's a movie, Good Boys, that's coming out. And the first time I ever saw this movie was when I was in the theaters. And I was watching them all, and it came out in the trailer. And I was like, okay, this looks interesting. But you know what's funny? I knew some people were going to have a problem with it. And sure enough, I was right. So this morning I woke up and I went on Facebook and I saw the movie Good Boys, the sponsor. And boy, those comments were on fire. Let me read to you some of these comments. Okay. As a mother of 3 kids, all I can say is what stupid trash, and how in the world can anyone want to write it, let alone let their children star in it? Just pure stupidity on so many levels. I hate when movies like this are made. You'd be shocked what people would do for $1 million. This movie is evil. It's real funny to have kids saying the F word and talking about sex. They're aged 9 through 11. Yuck. Hollywood is all about the Me Too movement. Well then, stop movies like this one. Nothing but children cursing and joking about sex. We need God back in America. Yeah, because things were so perfect when it was in America. Okay, so it's pretty much a bunch of fake outrage. Like, here's my thing. Kids act like this all the time. This is nothing new. This is nothing Hollywood is coming up with. This is the most accurate portrayal of children I've ever seen from Hollywood, okay? How do I know? I was their age, like, what, 8 years ago? Yeah, around 7 years ago. And that's how everyone in my school acted, okay? We were always cursing each other out and joking about sex. This is nothing new, okay? And I'm so sick of parents acting like sex is so taboo that you can't even joke about it. Really? You really don't think your kids are joking about sex? You really don't think your kids are cursing each other out? Here's a new flash. They do it when you're not around, okay? So that's just the reality of things. So, yeah, like I said, people need to shut up because this is how kids act. I'm sorry to break it to you, but kids are not goo goo gaga at 9 through 11. I know I definitely wasn't. And I don't remember anybody at my school being like that. Okay? So, okay, and here's the thing. People have a problem with this movie, but why didn't anybody have a problem with Lord of the Flies? That movie involved kids cursing and violence and all that. Nobody had a problem with that. Maybe they did, but see, here's the thing. They didn't have Facebook back in the 90s. So maybe people were outraged by it. They just, they just didn't have a platform to cry on, like Facebook and Instagram, and, they didn't have social media back then. But I don't know. I still feel like people are becoming more and more sensitive, and it goes both ways. It's not just, liberal snowflakes. It's also the conservatives. I feel like everybody wants to cry about something and be outraged over something. It's just like a necessity for these people. I don't know why, but it is. Anyway, another thing. The only accurate portrayal I've seen from children was when it involved people being bullies. Like why don't people have a problem with that? Portraying kids as bullies? How dare you introduce them to that? Why do they do it? Because it's reality, okay? Kids bully in elementary. They're not all innocent. That's just reality. Kids bully in elementary. How do I know? I was the bully. Now, I have since changed and apologized to those individuals. But let me tell you, you are not that innocent as people like to believe you are when you're a kid. Okay? They just aren't. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to justify pedophilia in any way. Don't get me wrong. But yeah. Anyway, I'm getting off topic. The point is, if you don't think your kids are acting like this, you probably aren't around them enough. Or don't see how they act when they're with their friends. Because, like I said, this is the most accurate portrayal starring kids I've ever seen. And that's one thing I always hated. I always hated when kids are portrayed as like a 5-year-old. You know what I'm saying? It's like finally Hollywood gets it right. kids cursing and stuff. That's how kids really are. South Park has been around for more than 20 years. And they involve children. Now, yes, it's voiced by adults, but the betrayal was always about children, and it's always been accurate. Well, I wouldn't say accurate, but kind of realistic, you know. What do people think that kids only know about sex when they're like 16 or 13? Because, I mean, I'm just saying, it's stupid. Okay? And, I feel like everybody needs to shut up because kids are not as innocent as people paint them to be. Now, they still have their innocence and stuff like that. I'm not trying to take that away from them, but I'm just saying people need to stop being crybabies because this is reality. And I will always choose reality over, over the La La Land. And I feel like so many people want to live in a La La Land. But that's reality for you. But yeah, it's coming out this Fridays. I think I'm gonna go see it. Well, I'm not gonna go see it. I'm gonna get off my computer. But yeah, I'm probably gonna make a review because you know I don't really do this YouTube thing. But it's like, you know, why not? This movie's coming out. Seems like a decent movie. So yeah, I'm gonna watch it and make a review on it this Friday. So probably the review will probably be up Saturday. Well, I don't know. Just I don't know, subscribe if you want to see more. Something like that. Alright, yeah, that's just my opinion. People need to shut up and get with times, okay?